Hello GemLife family, my name is Georgia Barnes and I'm here to share with you a recipe for a really delicious lemon curd cupcake that I hope inspires you to take part in the upcoming RSPCA fundraiser. So I'm going to make a lemon curd cupcake. It's a beautiful, really easy recipe. You don't need to beat ingredients together for very long. It's a throw it all in, and we're going to decorate it really beautifully as well. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to sift our dry ingredients. So I've got a little sifter here. I've got 2 cups of self-raising flour to make sure our cupcakes are nice and light and fluffy. 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar. Use caster sugar so it's nice and fine, so it's a nice and light cupcake. And then we've got a pinch of salt as well. Always add a little bit of salt to your baking. Going to sift that in there. Wonderful. Okay. So we've got our dry ingredients all mixed together, and now it's time for the wet ingredients. So all we're going to do is mix everything together in a separate bowl. We've got 2 eggs, always a little bit of shell, happens to everyone. We've got 3/4 of a cup of full cream milk, some melted butter, so not having to worry about beating butter and sugar together. We're just going to mix it all together, but making sure that the butter is nice and cool so it doesn't scramble the eggs. And then for some beautiful flavour, we're going to add vanilla extract. And because we're making lemon curd cupcakes, I'm going to use the outside rind of the lemon to flavour our beautiful cake. So I've got a microplane here. If you don't have one of these, you can just use the outside part of your grater, the really fine part. This way, all those essential oils from the rind of the lemon are just going to go through our beautiful little cupcakes. And we're just making sure as well that we're just taking the outside layer off. You don't want too much of the white of the pith of the lemon because it's bitter. So we've got our wet ingredients in there. We're just going to give it a nice whisk, mix it all together. Our wet ingredients are mixed all together, so now it's time to combine the two. I'm just going to make a nice little well in the centre of our dry ingredients and then tip in our egg, milk, butter, lemon rind and vanilla mixture. It's really, really simple stuff. We're just mixing our dry ingredients with our wet ingredients. And if you want to cheat, there's always a packet mix, but as long as you're having fun, that's the main thing, and making a mess, which I am as well. Okay, I'm just changing over to a spatula. Just want to nicely fold it, don't overbeat it, that means you'll get tough cupcakes. We want light and fluffy cupcakes. And there we go. That's our beautiful cupcake batter made. Alright. For the fun bit, I'm going to show you a little trick. If you've got one of these in the drawer, it's an ice cream scoop. It's a really, really easy way to get the cupcake batter into the patty pans without making a big mess, because like any home cook, I am super clumsy and always making a mess, and this makes sure you don't get any burny bits on top. So about a couple of tablespoons in each. I'm just going to fill them 3/4 of the way full. Now it's time to get our cupcakes into the oven, which I've preheated to 180 degrees. We're just going to cook them for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Now our cupcakes are out of the oven and they've cooled completely, which is a really important tip before you decorate. But I will say, if sweets aren't your thing, you can bake anything you like, whether it's savoury or gluten-free. Get creative and cook whatever you like. But for me, I love a cupcake, and I love a cupcake with a little surprise inside. So we're going to fill these ones with lemon curd. I'm going to show you how to do it. Everyone might remember the butterfly cupcakes from when they were a kid. I think it's a really, really beautiful way to decorate with also not having to worry too much about icing and overcomplicating it. What we're going to do is take the top off our cupcake using a serrated knife And then I'm going to cut this into two. So we've got our little butterfly wings. And a really cool little tip, if you've got an icing nozzle at home, it's a great way to remove an even amount of cake from the center of each cupcake. Now, to me, that looks like a great amount of space for some lemon curd. So I'm just going to come along. I'll give you the recipe for this one. I'm going to pipe it into the middle. Love baking when there's a little surprise waiting for you when you bite into it. And then we've just got some chantilly cream. I've just made this using thickened cream, vanilla bean paste, and a couple of tablespoons of icing sugar mixture. That's to stabilize it. And this is also just going to hold our butterfly wings in place. In they go. And a little dusting of icing sugar. Now I reckon that looks pretty good already, but I love the flavour combination of lemon with thyme. So I'm actually going to put some fresh thyme, just sprinkle it over the top. Now this is where you can let your creativity fly, whatever it is that you really like. Put it into your recipe and bake whatever it is that you like. So got our little thyme on there, maybe a little bit more. It's a bit quirky, but it's all about having fun. You've got to make it your own. And then I've got some little marigold flowers here too that are from my garden. And I just love the pop of colour. So there we have it, a pretty spectacular looking cupcake, if I do say so myself. It's not overcomplicated, so I totally encourage you to get into your kitchens on Monday the 19th of August and bring your baked goods along, put your own spin on it, get creative. I can't wait to see you there and support the RSPCA together.